The abusive part started really young, teen domestic violence. It landed me in relationships that could have claimed my life. I didn't want my son to grow up and see domestic violence in the home. Pack up my condo, just our clothes, completely start over. I didn't want to be a statistic. I could start something and finish it. I could take care of myself. Opposition, rejection, abusive relationships, hatred, envy. I've really dealt with that. I've been in this situation where I have no choice but to overcome.
Lord, help people to see the love of Christ in me and want to see Christ for themselves. I don't want you to see me. I want you to see Christ through me and want to crave it. Hi, and welcome to another episode in another season of the Woman Witness podcast on the Woman Witness TV network. I'm your host, Leah Fortier. As you know, we bring to you voices of women that are out there making a positive impact in their lives, in their family, in the community around them. Women of resilience, women of faith, women who have battled through something and they are strong enough, bold enough to turn around, grab the hand of another sister and be a witness. We will be joined by a force, a founder, a survivor, a voice for the forgotten. Dayna Ashley is not just building tables. Dayna is flipping the ones over that never had a seat, just like girls like her. A two-time orphan, a foster care survivor, a chosen adoptee, and a NICU warrior. She lived through what broke her the most and turned it into fuel. With a business degree and certificates in youth mental health and first aid, and training in trauma-informed care, Dayna doesn't just talk change, she builds it. Through her organization, Socially Conscious Kids and Little Orphan Ashley Camp, she empowers those to foster the youth, to lead, to heal, and to raise awareness and raise purpose. Today, Dayna is here speaking the truth about mental health, ovarian cancers, foster care, adoption, and what it takes to break free from bondage. And she's going to teach us how we can all rewrite our stories. So without further ado, I am so excited to introduce to you my special guest, Miss Dayna Ashley. Hey, Dayna, welcome to the well. How are you?
Very well. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you allowing me on your platform today. Thank you.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for being here, Dayna. You have covered it all. You have been through a lot. Let's just stop and say, you know what? You know the old saying, I am so happy I don't look like what I've been through. Because because I would have never guessed that you have gone through such traumatic times and you have been able to pull everything through and turn it around and turn it into purpose. You are going back helping kids who were once like yourself.
Yeah.
Now, I kind of dipped a little bit into your story, but I don't want to get into telling it. I want you to. Now, you called yourself a voice for the voiceless and the misfits and the underrepresented. So start by defining a little bit about who you are. What shaped this narrative?
Yes. So starting from the very beginning, my mother, Italian descent, and my father, a mixture, what they would label as colored,
Mhm.
in the rural Appalachian Mountains. So about 5 hours north of
Mhm.
Pittsburgh, being brought into a world as a biracial, and my mother having ovarian cancer, terminal ovarian cancer while pregnant with me, brought me into this world just like that, fighting, uh, not represented for, uh, and really not protected my early stages of life. I spent actually the first few months of my life in the NICU.
Mm.
I was born 3 months premature, and my mother passed away shortly after giving birth to me. And then my father passed away 5 months after that. So when I say not having the provisions and protection over my life, it was only God's hand that was over my life at that time. I
Mm.
was in the foster care system at 15 months old. No family, friends, neighbor, no one came to get me. And a lot of that had to do with being biracial during that era. And it kept me in the system. They had provisions in place that biracial children belonged in a family that was colored. Well, where are you going to find a family color of in the Appalachian Mountains? So I remained in the foster care system, and I was separated from my sister Jennifer, who's 6 years older than me. She's of 100% Italian descent. And they
Mm.
also had another provision that no two adoptions could take place in the same household. So it was nearly impossible for my sister and I to stay together. So God literally set me apart from the very beginning, 100%.
Let's talk about some systemic issues, and I'm so glad that you share that, and I won't get too deep into that, but that is systematic. That thing right there was rooted. But you know what the enemy meant for harm, God will always turn into good. So let's just clap it up for that. Can you talk to us a little bit about, and thank you for setting that foundation. Let's just start there. So, did you ever reunite with your sister?
I did 30 years later. So better late than never, right? When I was approaching my 30s, I knew my mom had passed away super young.
Mm,
And I know family history, medical history. I was a blank canvas when it came to my doctors.
mm.
And I knew I needed to dig into this.
Yeah.
So I actually had to petition the court. And that's when I saw all of what I just told you in court filing. Uh, and I ironically, did find my sister. My caseworker was actually retiring the same month that I reached out. So she was there the whole time, and she's
Wow.
very familiar with my case, tracked my sister down, and I told her
Mm,
to let her know she's the only one that shares my blood outside of my children,
mm,
and if it's anything that she needs, kidney, whatever, call me. And
mm.
she wanted more than that. So I set out on my journey back to where I came from, and that was really a pivotal place in my life, is dealing with that inner child, that little girl that was in that mountains. That trip not only saved my life, but changed my life 100%. Absolutely.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Did you ever get adopted out when you entered into the system?
I did. So, a celebrity attorney,
Mhm,
Saunders Dorsey from Detroit,
mhm,
African American.
mhm.
His secretary had told him about me, "Hey, there's this little girl in this mountain, and you got to see her." And
Mm.
he drove up in the mountains and went to the trailer foster family that I was at, took
Yeah.
one look at me, and wrote a five-figure check on the
Oh,
check and saved my life.
oh.
So I was a child that didn't speak. I didn't cry either, which is common in orphanages because babies and toddlers learn that crying doesn't get them the response that they want, whether it's mom or dad or comforting. So I was actually a pretty good toddler because of
Mm.
so yeah, he's like, "Girl, come on, I gotta have
Yeah,
you," and I've been a
yeah.
daddy's girl ever since. And
Oh, love that.
literally saved my life and changed the whole trajectory of my life. He's a paraplegic for 44 years and a victim of gun violence. So I've never seen him walk in real life, but I've seen him fight on a federal Supreme Court level, not only for his rights, but the rights of his clients. So
Mm.
again, God placed someone that strong in my life for me to discover everything that I went through, which is tragic, but
Yeah.
also to be that pillar of strength. I've never seen my dad crack under pressure, never, ever.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. And I love how you have taken your story, your success and what you've been through, and you're turning around to help a lot of other young children who are placed in the same situation, who may not have the same outcome, but I see that you're offering them help. Let me don't get in too far ahead of ourselves. So when people hear CEO or founder, they don't always see the foster kid behind it. So, what does that success mean to you now?
It's so important that they see me come in there with a suit on. Because, like you said, and when I hear a lot, you don't look like what you've been through.
Yeah,
And I think that's God's preservation
yeah.
because I told him when I came back from the mountains that if you break me free of all this bondage of neglect, abandonment, abuse, I will spend the rest of my days letting the world know just how real that you are.
Mm,
And I've done just that. And
mm.
so he's preserved me in a sense.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
the youth to see me come in there, I'm boots on the ground. I'm
Yeah.
my team, but I'm there. The same response, like, "What?" And they're
Yeah.
really taken back by it. But I let them know, "I have the same pain and struggle that you have, and it's about what we're gonna do with it because how you start isn't how you have to finish, but you
Yeah.
have to fuel that." And all of the pain in my life has fueled my missions, absolutely. Because you literally have 2 choices, and that's either stay down and let it destroy you
Yeah.
or do something about it. So I have a duty to do what I'm doing. Once you make it to the other side and you break free from that bondage and
Yeah.
surrender to the Lord, you have a responsibility to pay it
Amen.
forward. So I have to do this. And
Yeah.
I never thought that I would be doing this. If you ask
Yeah.
what I'd be doing as a little girl, I would never have ever thought. But God had other plans for me. And I'm so
Absolutely.
thankful because this feels amazing. I love
Mhm.
when the kids embrace me, hug me, feel
Yeah.
comfortable, share their stories with me, ask me the most brilliant questions,
Yeah.
because they feel comfortable with me. Because children, they tell the truth.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't.
They have no hidden agenda. They're raw.
Yes. And so to see how they
Mhm.
take to me lets me know I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing exactly what God has aligned for me to do.
Yeah.
This is why I had to go through
Yes.
everything that I went through. I had to
Yeah.
just for this.
Yeah, and what I love so much about it is that you're able to be in front of young children that they can see themselves. They can say, "You know what?" And this is what it's all about, being a witness. If God can do it for her, he can do it for me. And it
Absolutely.
provides so much hope.
Absolutely. And that's it.
Um,
That's
yeah.
that's all. And
Mm,
I wouldn't trade it for anything. I
yeah.
always envision being a CEO, being a founder in a different way. But this, it just
This
feels
is
so good to
different.
my soul. And I
Yeah.
know that God is pleased that I'm being obedient to his call for me.
Mm. Come on, obedience. Come
Yeah,
on. I promise you, this is my word.
that's what
Uh,
it's about. Yes,
it is. It is because to go back and do something and it's scary. I mean, you don't know if you don't know if what's behind the next door, but you're still walking, knowing that God has already opened the doors, paved the way. Let me ask you about you have such a great survival story, not one that, everyone would seek out, but you have a survival story. You have survived the NICU, you have lost parents, you have navigated the foster care system. What part of your journey shaped you the most?
going in those mountains alone. I had to go alone. I left alone. I had to go back. So I flew into Pittsburgh, ran a Wrangler, took the doors off, like
Come
my
on.
we're
Yeah. Yeah.
and I met with my sister, I met with my foster family, all of them. They loved me, they wanted me. They actually had petitioned the court to adopt me, but they were white. The judge said no. And me remembering my foster mom's
Mm.
scent when I hugged her brought tears to my eyes, seeing their grandchildren, my foster sisters, um, hugging my sister, uh, seeing, my nieces, my nephews, uh, her husband, coming out of the mountains and being on that ride alone. I was just so thankful.
Yeah.
God showed me literally, I've been with you all along. When
Mm.
everyone else abandoned you, I was there. And it touched me so deeply that as soon as I got back to Florida, I went and got saved, gave my life to Christ.
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. I love how you said you left alone and you wanted to go back alone,
Mhm.
because that was something that you probably needed to do and needed to face alone. And I just think it's beautiful when you brought it to the point of you were able to smell your foster mother's scent.
We
It
don't
was so beautiful.
Yeah, we don't forget the trauma.
Excuse me.
Um, the body never forgets. And when a lot of people ask me, do I remember any of this? I do. I do. I can remember back to age 2. I can.
Yeah.
And, vividly as well. And so that lets me know that I was in good care because
Yeah.
the body has a way of shutting down if it's been through any type of trauma. We
Hmm.
protect ourselves from it.
Yeah.
And that let me know that they loved me and they really did take great care of me. And I know that they did because the love was so overwhelming in the room. And I'm the only Black woman in the room.
Yeah.
Just to know
Yeah.
that I'm in these rural mountains where it's not many of us up there.
Yeah.
and to know that they protected me when I could barely walk or talk.
Oh my goodness. What is the population up there? Now you got me thinking about it.
It's changed a lot now.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
declining because it used to be, known for the coal mines.
Mhm.
My father used to work in the coal mines, and
Mm.
so that caused a lot of, physical ailments, black lung disease, uh,
Yeah.
and so it's a declining population, but it's absolutely breathtakingly beautiful.
Oh, I bet you it is.
The mountains, just
Wow.
absolutely gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, I bet you it is. What do most people get wrong about the foster care, and about the kids inside?
Like, they're bad kids.
Mm.
I'm telling you. My kids, when I had my summer camp, the sweetest children.
Yeah.
I believe in serving, so I serve them lunch, I make their plates, and
Yeah.
most mannerable. "Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am." Not what you think at all. These kids need love. That's all that they
Mm.
really crave is the love, the human connection, and so that's why it's so important, through my program that we channel however that they're feeling out in an artistic way because it's been proven that art can be healing and there's power in colors and
Yeah.
working with a blank canvas. And so I
Yeah.
let them literally create and build confidence in that, knowing that they can create whatever it is out of nothing. And that's
Mm.
truly what it is to be a foster kid is we have to make something of nothing when
Mm.
the whole world may turn their back on us. We
Mm.
still are expected to succeed and be successful. And that's a heavy weight if you don't have someone showing you the way, leading you, mentoring you.
Yeah.
It can be extremely difficult. And that's why statistics, I mean, 25% of them graduate high school. You know, 65% of them end up homeless after the age of 18 when they age out the foster care system. These are real, statistics. And down here in Florida, Hillsborough County is number one in the state for the amount of children that enter the system every month. So God makes no mistakes. I'm right here in it.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful to see how God has designed my whole life
Yeah.
and put me in these places that I'm supposed to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. He already created the whole entire picture. I want to ask you, how can we change that stigma? Or let's just say, why is that a thing? Why do people think that the children in foster care are just bad kids, instead of
Oh.
it just happened to them? They didn't ask for it. Like, talk to me about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you dig a
You
little
know,
deeper?
I truly believe that it's what we're programmed to see, you know,
Mm.
or the movie Losing Isaiah, the baby left on the doorstep. That's not the case. Actually, majority of the kids now, the census is they're age 11 and up, which is great because I'm working with them right before they enter being young adults. The
Yeah.
babies, the toddlers really aren't in the system as much down here, which makes me feel good because that's such a critical time to bond with the mom and the dad. Um, and so a lot of these kids have just been in unfortunate circumstances where something happened and they're having to be removed until the parents or whoever that's raising them are able to go back and get them. And so it's what you see on in the movies.
Yeah.
The runaway or the rebellious
Yeah.
kid. That's just not the case at all. These kids want to
Right.
go home.
You say that you were a chosen adoptee. Can you unpack that and what it means and how it shaped your identity?
Yes. So, well, for my dad, him choosing me on the spot, right, like that, like,
Yeah.
looking at me and they're like, "Girl, you're my daughter,"
Yeah.
and really meaning that.
Mm.
There is no one that could tell me that he's not my father. We complete each other's sentences.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
we look alike. I favor him. My son,
Mm.
my oldest son,
Yeah.
looks just like my adoptive father, which startles people, truly, because how can that be? I have
Mm.
no biological connection to this family, and not only that, but I fit perfectly in with my family. I look like them. I favor my Aunt Marie, my cousins.
Mm. It's beautiful.
Some of us have the same initials.
Yeah.
Just totally. meant to be,
Meant to be.
meant to be a
Mm,
fit. Yes, 100%. And then also what comes with having the enemy come after you in
yeah.
the womb, from the womb. He tried to abort my mission, 100%.
Come on. Come
Being
on.
born 3 months premature, and he couldn't get me, so he took my mom. And then going through, foster system and
Yeah.
separating me from my sister, not allowing me to be with my sister, not allowing me to stay with my foster family, which I love them. They love me dearly.
Yeah.
What would have been the problem with me staying there? So I went through extraordinary setbacks and hurdles from a very young age, and it was because the enemy didn't want me to do exactly what I'm doing now. He's very upset.
Oh, yeah.
I got him upset,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's
Mhm.
continued throughout my life is opposition, rejection, um, abusive relationships, um, hatred, envy. I've really dealt with that because I think that it's the strength in me, but I didn't
Yeah.
ask for any of this. I've
Yeah.
been put in this situation where I have no choice but to overcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it bothers people.
Hold on, let's go a little bit deeper into that. Talk to me because it takes strength to overcome rejection, to overcome hatred, and envy. By being you. How do you deal with it, and how have you overcame it? And give us an example.
Yeah, for a long time, I isolated myself a lot to try
Mm,
to protect myself from that.
yeah,
And that's not a way to live, right? We have to
yeah,
be out here. We have to be boots on the ground
yeah,
and completely surrendering to God. Hey,
mhm,
I'm going to listen to your will that you
yeah,
have for my life.
yeah.
And so I'm going to pray before I make any moves. I'm going to pray
Come
before I
on.
make any decisions. And when you tell me to move, then that's when I'm going to move.
Hmm.
And that's what aligned me with the right people, the right mission, everything as I move on his time.
Yeah.
So has nothing to do with me. Even the work that I'm doing has nothing to do with me. It's about the
Hmm.
souls, the kids seeing me and seeing themselves in me. Oh wow, I could do it too. And
Yeah.
that's what's all about. So getting over myself, this has nothing to do with me. This is about me saving souls. And beautiful enough, I can't tell you how many people that were either atheists or didn't even believe in God. They had to meet me
Around you.
my story. How can you not? How can you not see how his hand, his grand design has been beautifully architect into my life?
Yeah.
How can you
Yeah.
not see it?
Mm.
So that makes me feel good when people that I hardly know will start asking me about God or say
Mm.
that they started reading the Bible or that they want to meet my pastor.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah,
I
that makes
love
me
that.
feel like
You're out here being a witness. I
yeah,
mean, just by you showing up, by you telling your story, by you walking with your head up high,
yeah,
people see the strength of God. Oh man, that's a prayer that I pray with my kids all the time. Lord, help people to see the love of Christ in me and want to see Christ for themselves. Like, don't see me. I don't want you to see me. I want you to
right.
see Christ through me
Be Christ.
and want to crave it, want to say,
Mhm.
show me your God. Introduce me
Yeah,
to your God. Bring me to where you worship.
mhm.
Man, that just got me so excited. Dana, I want to talk to you about, you said that you had to deal with a lot of, unfortunately, you had to deal with abusive relationships. You had to overcome different health scares, if you will. So, how has that trauma impacted your life, and how do you use it to help others now?
The abusive part started, really young, teen domestic violence,
Mm,
and that needing to be loved, that never goes away. Even if you are adopted into a family,
yeah,
just the knowing that no one came for you, right? The knowing that they basically left you for dead, your biological family, whether it's cousins, aunts, uncles,
yeah,
grandparents, that
yeah,
takes a toll. And so you'll seek it, you'll search for love. And I
yeah,
did. And it landed me in relationships that could have claimed my life, would have been a second claim on my life. And again, my dad, being the dad that he is, saved the day and nipped me right out. We're not doing this. You're my daughter. And saved my life again, which brought me to Florida, being a teen mom at the age of 19.
Mm,
And I didn't want my son to grow up and see domestic violence in the home.
Thank you, Jesus.
And that was enough for me to pack up my condo, just our clothes,
Yeah.
and uh, completely start over. Left my car, everything, started from
Mm,
scratch as a college student. And allowing my dad and my son see me graduate
mm,
the stage was so powerful because I didn't want to be a statistic. I knew I was already a statistic. And matter of fact, the day that when I was pregnant, I enrolled in college because I said, my dad's not going to be happy.
yeah.
Letting him know that I got this. I can start something and finish it.
Yeah.
I can provide for myself. I can take care of myself and I'm going to be okay. And so that really felt good. That was one of
Mm,
the moments that I saw my dad, with sunglasses on, that I thought I saw him cry. I'm not sure. But like, too cool for school. Yeah.
yeah.
But there's just a paramount moment in my life.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I love that. And man, I say this because I know that a lot of people may say, well, what happens if I don't have someone to lean on? How do I get out of abusive relationship?
If I didn't have my father, I don't know where I would be if I'd even be here with you today.
Oh my goodness.
So truly an angel
Mm,
sent in my life that saved me, like I said, not once, but twice.
mm.
But what I will say as a survivor is family is wherever you find it at.
Come
So that's
on.
a friend, that's a neighbor, that's someone
Mm,
that you go to school with. Thank God I had a lot of friends, but not enough to be able to get me out of this state where I needed to be. I needed to make a complete life transformation. I needed to get out of my environment, and that
yeah.
costs money to do. And so I would never be too shameful to stay at a friend's house or even a shelter if
Mm,
it's about life or death, especially when there's children involved. We have to
mm.
think about them. And knowing that was my son, he didn't ask to be here, and my only flesh and blood at the time. All I had was him. I didn't know my sister then. That's
Mm.
precious. I have a duty because
Come on.
I'm his mother. And so
Mm.
I have to protect him how my mother protected me. I have to do the same. And that meant something extreme, moving thousands of miles away. Absolutely.
Can I just point out what you said? That was so powerful. You said your family, it doesn't have to be flesh and blood. Family is God will send you somebody, an angel, a friend, a teacher, anyone to yank you out of the situation that you are in. So I would say this, if I'm not jumping too far ahead, Dayna, if you agree with me, I would say this, that if you are in a situation that is abusive, that is life threatening, and God sends you somebody, latch on, run away, get out of there, because he will provide. It doesn't have to be flesh and blood. It doesn't have to, you have somebody. You have God.
Mhm. Yes, it's a starting tool, and then,
Mm,
build your exit plan from there. I
come
had
on.
someone that didn't care who saw, friends, whoever saw, didn't care if
Mm,
the baby saw.
mm,
So that's why I had to
mm.
make an extreme move, but it's baby steps. It's baby steps. And
Yeah.
however, to get to that final place to where you are completely safe, it's necessary.
Mm. Sometimes changing your environment is crucial.
Absolutely.
Mm. Okay. That was good. I want to ask you, what are some signs that a young person who is surviving out here,
Mhm.
not just living, just purely surviving, making it from day to day, how do you reach them?
Great question.
Mm,
First thing, I keep an open book. When they ask for my number, I give it, my email,
mm,
and all my books. I have all my contacts. When I sign my book, I make sure they know that. Reach out to me. I want to hear from you.
mm,
But more than that, I love traveling with my pastor, Dr. Samantha Brown. She's phenomenal. She's a survivor as well.
mm.
She comes when we pray over the children. Not too many facilities like to see that,
Yeah.
but that's one of the questions I ask is who in here believes in God? Who in
Come on.
here prays? And I've had children as young as 4 and 5 years old raise their hand. And so I pray over them I'm going to the NICU this month with it being NICU Awareness Month. Bring my pastor with me. We're going to pray over not only the babies, but all the patients in the hospital, their staff, because God has to be present there. And that's the foundation. And then we can
Mm,
work through everything else, but laying that foundation with them and seeing where their prayer life is. And maybe they've never even been introduced to prayer, but they can hear us pray.
come on.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, that's so beautiful. And being a survivor yourself, and Dana, I know that you can possibly pick it out. I know you could probably see that little child or that little girl, that little boy. How easy or how hard is it for you to say, you know what, that kid needs some extra prayer. That kid needs a hug. That kid needs to know that someone is here for them.
The eyes are the windows to the soul.
Mm,
We see it. We
yeah,
see it. Because I used to have the same look.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So a lot of people think I just wear shades just to wear shades all the time. But
yeah,
I wear them because it's intimate. Me being talking to you right now, and you able to look into my eyes.
yeah,
This is intimacy to me.
yeah,
And so I'm able to see the pain of these children.
yeah,
And so hugging them 2, 3 times, 4 times, tell them I love them because we are God's children.
yeah.
And maybe no one ever told them that they love them, but I do. Yeah.
I love it. Oh my goodness. How do you protect your own mental health during this all? I mean, I can't imagine being back in a situation where I have overcame and not being able to hold it together.
Yeah.
So how do you protect your own mental health and consistently um fight, consistently reach, consistently battle to get to the deepest part of these children, of these women? How do you continue to do it and protect your own mental health?
I talk to God throughout my day. People probably think I talk to myself in the shower. I'm always in constant communication with God. That's number
Come
1.
on.
2, I'm in constant communication with my pastor. And every Monday, I go to therapy, 5 o'clock. I love starting my week like that. I drop
Mhm.
everything with her.
Yeah. Yes.
And shout out to Casey, my therapist, because she's actually what started my whole writing journey. That was one of the first homework assignments she gave me was to write a letter to anyone that I've wronged or that's wronged me. And I fell back in love with writing. And so that's how the Little Orphan Ashley book came about, a 20-book series, is it was so healing for me. And so that's what I do. And I have so much fun doing it because I'm able to be a child again. Creating children's books is so much fun. Like
Yeah.
you literally get to relive it. And same thing with Little Orphan Ashley Camp. I get to relive my childhood with them. I'm doing arts and
Yeah.
crafts, I have pizza for breakfast, you know. So it's actually so healing for me, my work. It's not heavy. Outside the conversations I do have with the children, or
Yeah.
some of their cases. But just to have just such a good time with them and be able to know that I'm making their day. And I do beyond just speaking with them. I always come with gifts. So our phrase is
Mm.
Christmas is every day with us
Yeah.
because I give them all the knickknacks that I loved as a little girl, whether it's accessories or with the boys, they love the little hygiene, little, cologne,
Yeah.
tech stuff. So just to
Mm.
see them smile just makes me just so happy.
Oh, I love that so, so much. The impressions that we make on these young children at such a young age, they will take with them forever.
Oh, for sure.
It doesn't matter how small, I know some people may say, well, I don't have the money or I don't have, this and that to do it. But the little things, the hugs, the story reading, storytelling,
Yeah,
they will last with them forever.
absolutely. Some of them just
Mm.
want my sunglasses. So I give my sunglasses, whatever, it like
Yeah.
just something little like that, just taking off my face and giving it to them. Sure. No,
Mm.
absolutely. Or even just sitting with them in silence.
Yeah.
Just to be with them. But I always advocate for therapy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because sometimes we need an unbiased third opinion,
Yeah.
someone that's not going to judge us. They're not part of our friends or family that can, maybe gossip about us or, spread our
Mm.
business.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
this is their profession. This is what they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And a good one is going to give you homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Protect your mental. I want to ask you before um we transition out of here, I want to ask you, I want to talk to you about your own story with ovarian cancer.
Okay.
You lost your mom to
Mhm.
it, and I'm pretty sure the fear of hearing your own diagnosis. Talk to us about what your personal journey looked like and how you were able to battle through that. I don't want to leave this podcast without
Mhm.
touching on that.
And thank you for that.
Of
Well,
course.
the perfect timing because September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. So we have tons of events lined up all over the country. I am an advocate leader for the Ovarian Cancer Research Alliance, and I'm a
Mm,
facilitator for Survivors Teaching Students program. And that is where
mm,
myself and other survivors, we go into universities and institutions and we teach future medical staff that this is the fifth leading cause of cancer death for women. It's a
wow.
silent killer. Oftentimes, no symptoms at all. And
Mm,
that's what kind of makes it scary, but I don't live in fear. To my
yeah.
doctors, I'm considered high risk. I'll never claim that over my life.
Amen.
But since the age of 30, like I said, unsealing my adoption, I had to take that to my doctors, my primary, my OBGYN. And
Mm,
ever since then, I've been getting mammograms every year. I
mhm.
get 3D breast ultrasounds and I get transvaginal ultrasounds where they're actually able to go and look at my ovaries. A pain, but something that I have
Mm,
to do. I have to do because there's no test for it. Unlike cervical cancer, we have pap smears or breast cancer, we have the mammograms and the 3D
yeah.
sounds. And
Mhm.
so there is a genetic component there. And that's why I always tell anyone the family history of breast cancer or gynecological cancer,
Yeah.
get genetic testing. BRCA1, BRCA2, we offer those testings. And
Mhm.
so that's a starting point, as well as
Mhm.
going to your annual doctor's appointments, staying up to date with your pap smears and having these inconvenient conversations of truth
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
family because someone like me, I don't have that. So
Mm.
I'm literally going in with doctors, kind of figuring it out with me. I'm going through it with my doctors. I have my aunt, Dr. Taffy Anderson in
Mhm.
Pennsylvania, who's, 30 plus year OBGYN who oversees my medical just to make sure that my doctors are doing, what they need to be doing,
Yeah.
their due
Yeah.
diligence with me. So I have someone advocating for me as well as advocating for myself. Uh,
Yeah.
and so that it's just so important, just the open dialogue, because
Yeah.
if I never unsealed my case, I would have never even knew about ovarian cancer at all. I would have never even
Thought to
thought
ask about it.
about it. But now it's a conversation piece. And you'd be shocked at how many medical professionals that I speak to that have no clue what I'm talking about. And the fact that it has no symptoms, or it could be something very as vague as bloating, right?
Yeah.
People think
Yeah.
I have cancer, right? Or I
Yeah.
keep getting UTIs. What's
Yeah.
going on? You wouldn't think cancer. Or
Mm.
maybe, I'm just having a little pelvic pain.
Mhm.
Who would just jump to conclusions and say, is that cancer?
Cancer. Right.
So
Right.
that's why I have to do what I do because I can't let my mom's story be in vain. I have tremendous
Mhm.
survival guilt. And so I never thought that I'd reach the
Wow.
day where I'm able to speak about my mom's story without crying. And I finally have. And it feels so freeing that I'm able to
Mhm.
still get emotional about it, but I used to not even be able to speak at all about it. And so now to be able to speak about it, and I know I'm making a difference to not only medical professionals, but
Mm.
also future patients.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. You you said something that I feel like a lot of us probably have to deal with a lot, out of sight, out of mind, and nothing's bothering me. And sometimes you go to your doctor and you may say, "Hey, when do I, start doing these tests?" And you're too young for that. From what I hear you saying that at some point we have to start advocating for ourselves.
Yes, I would never have thought I'm getting mammograms at 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I have to do this every year.
Yeah.
So, thank God that I had a doctor, "Okay, this is serious. Your mom died at
Yeah.
34. Let's watch this. Let's stay on to this." And
Yeah.
has just been so accommodating and also finding doctors that really care about you. My primary, Dr. Johnson, Sarasota, phenomenal. I know her on a personal basis. I have her cell phone number,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so important, especially, for something as dangerous as this. Absolutely.
Mm. I love it, love it. I want to talk about your work for socially conscious kids and your little orphan Ashley camp. I want you to tell us a little bit about where can we find you? Where can we, how can we support you? What are some things that we can contact you to get in touch with our communities? How can we learn a little bit more about socially conscious kids and orphan?
Yes. So sociallyconsciouskids.org. We take donations all the time. My parent company is ULOC of Tampa, which stands for Unique Ladies of Character.
Mhm.
For transitional women housing with that as well. We have a pantry, we have outreach. Every other Sunday, we have free community giveaways where other local businesses or families that are in need, they come shop for free. So if you're in the Florida area, Tampa area, please, if you're in need or just want to come shop, absolutely. We'd love to have you. We minister out there. Matter of fact, this past Sunday, we had a hurricane preparedness day. So we're giving away all the items that families need to prepare. We're in the peak of hurricane season, but also two people got saved that day.
On,
Right.
let's go.
So beautiful to see. So beautiful to see.
Yeah.
And so I love that. I love when people are here for one thing, but then you can't help but to feel the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
surrendering again, because that's the first step is surrendering, saying, God, I need you, Lord, I need you. I
Yeah.
can't do this without you. I don't want to do it my way anymore. I love
Mm.
that. So
I love
absolutely. So please come shop, Socially Conscious
Mm.
Kids. Just please promote it. We do anything you could think of. We have a domestic violence awareness month coming up in October. I'm preparing for that event where my
Mm.
apostles from international apostles and survivors do a workshop, self-defense workshop. So it's way more than just I just work with children, but we work with real life, inconvenient truth topics and discussions and workshops that are so necessary. So
Yeah.
again, I'm hands-on. And so it's not I just have an organization. No, you will see me there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that so much. Talk to us about your book series
Yes.
and where we can find it.
Little Orphan Ashley just debuted number 1. I say that humbly because again, that book was birthed out of pain.
Mm.
I had someone torment me
Mm.
once my case became public information, called me an orphan. And I didn't even know what that meant. And I looked it up. It means a child whose parent has deceased. I said, oh, wow, I'm a two-time orphan. And so there was no one ever to represent me. We saw Annie.
Yeah.
I didn't resonate with Annie. What about for the little girls that look like me?
Come on.
And so that's how Little Orphan Ashley. Ashley is the name my mother gave me at birth. And that means
Mm.
so much to me. My father changed it to Dayna Ashley once he adopted me. And so
Yeah.
I said, we're going with Little Orphan Ashley. And it's a
Yeah.
20-book series. The next book drops on November 20th, which is World Children's Day. And it's also my mother's birthday. How ironically is that?
Wow.
And it's also Adoption Awareness Month in November. And so I'm so excited.
Mm.
Little Orphan Ashley goes to foster care. So all my readers will be following my life and actually growing up with me through age 11. The next book drops May 10th, which is
Yeah.
Sanders' birthday, my father who adopted me, as well as ironically, sometimes May 10th falls on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
It's also Foster Care Awareness Month. So this was ordained.
Oh,
For me.
absolutely.
So I'm dropping books on their birthdays every single 6 months to honor them.
I
Yeah.
love that. What is the audience for that?
Shockingly, any and everyone,
Yeah.
white, black, young, adult, grandparents,
I love it.
educators. I just had an educator put my books in their school.
Um,
It's some of everyone because my book, the primary thing is to hold on to family. However, wherever you find that, whatever that means to you, and just appreciate life. human life
Yeah.
and unconditional love, wherever you may find that, whether it's a parent, whether it's a
Mhm.
significant other, your children, but that unconditional love is so rare, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
So my messages in my book are universal. My book
Mhm.
is not just one dimensional. It's
Mhm.
literally universal. And I'm so proud of that because I want that audience. I want any and everyone to be able to get something out of my book. This isn't a baby book at all.
Yeah.
And the first book is actually my whole case file of the first year that I spent with my mother and the different things that she did with me. And
Mm.
the first thing that she did do once I got the NICU was she got me baptized. And
Wow.
that foundation again is
Later.
probably what stayed with
Yeah.
me, carried me through the foster care, through adoption, was her laying those roots down
Yeah.
that, "Hey, my baby just made it out of the NICU, so I'm gonna go give her back to God."
Let's go.
Okay? And also renewed their wedding vows that same day. So my first book, I really didn't have too much to go off of outside that short year with my mom, but I wanted to honor her. And I don't care about going national with the book or anything like that. If that means, me having or speaking of God in there, it has to be in
Mhm.
there. And it made the book. And
Yeah.
yeah, no
Um,
regrets.
I love that. Okay. All right, Dana. Thank you so much for sharing everything. I cannot wait to get my hands on your series. I mean, I am so excited about it. I have so many amazing thoughts of where you can actually put these. I know so many different organizations that will definitely benefit from just
Yes.
that series. I think it's amazing what you're doing. Before I let you out of here, I want you to talk to what would you say to the girls out there who feel unwanted, unseen, and just unworthy?
Oh, God loves you. You are a
Mm.
miracle. Everyone who's breathing, living, God God designed you beautifully, uniquely, just how you are. And if no one else loves you, God loves you, and you need to know that. And take that and foster that. Talk to God. Give it to God. Gotta give it to God because if we hold it in, that's what causes cancer and sickness in
Mm.
our bodies. You gotta let it go. And God counts
Mhm.
every single tear. He's there. He
Mm.
hears. He hears your prayers. He knows your heart. And so give it to him. Give it to him. Let God know, Lord, I give it to you. I give all my worries, my problems, the pain. I give it to you. And please rebuild me, renew my mind, my heart,
Mm.
and use me how you want me to be used. Use
Mm.
me, and God will. Listen,
Yes, you will.
own. Yes, this was a prayer of my own at one of my darkest stages
Mm.
in 2019. And God delivered because who I am now, I don't look the same, talk the same, walk the same. No one will tell you I'm the same. My therapist won't even tell you uh,
Mm.
that I'm nowhere near the same, a complete transformation. And it's the renewing of the mind and the renewing of the heart. And only God can do that. Some things are too heavy, too dark for us to handle. We gotta hand it over. And God wants you to. He's waiting for you. He wants
Yeah.
you to cry out to him. He wants you. And when you do,
Mm.
your life won't be the same. Believe me.
Mm.
It will never be the same. And you'll be so happy that you did.
Oh, I love that so much. Come on. Let's talk about the renewing of mind. Girl, we can go deep on that.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I want to just thank you, Dana, for coming in and just pouring at this well. You have left this overflowing. If you are not encouraged by this, I encourage you to rewind it and watch it again. I want you to take this episode, send it to a friend, send it to someone who just needs to hear these words. Send it to someone who you may know that has went through some of these things and maybe just they just don't know how to see their way out of it. Maybe you don't have the right words to
Right.
tell them. I want you to answer one more question for me, Dana, and I'm letting you go. What legacy do you hope to leave behind, not just in business,
Mhm.
but as just in changing lives?
Yes. My kindness.
Mm.
We need more of that. I
Mm.
love when I experience it, through organically, complete strangers. I want people when they meet me,
Mm.
my kindness shines through. My hugs, my loves, my generosity, and also my strength. I want them to take that with them if they need it. If Dayna could do it, I could do it. And I love knowing that I'm inspiring young, old, black, white to follow their dreams, you
Mm.
know, whatever that may be.
Mm.
And I love that that God's allowing me to be that and to do this. And so I want to be remembered by that, just a woman of God and a woman that represents love.
Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Man, when you make your mission God's mission, it just all seems to come together.
Yes.
It just pours right out of you,
Yeah.
exudes out of you. You don't have to do anything but just show up.
To show up. Because the thing is
Mm.
this, love saves the day. Love is the most powerful thing.
Mm.
And that's what our world craves. We crave
Yeah.
connection. And that's why I tell my story. And that's why I'm a storyteller, because that is proven to be the number one tool to influence and connect with people is storytelling. That's why I do Survivors Teaching Students program. It's way
Yeah.
more powerful for them to see the faces of real survivors and thrivers of cancer than reading a textbook.
Yep.
So again, we don't go through what we go through for us just to hold on to it and just let it fester. We have to give it away.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. I'm giving it away and I'm healing others. I'm healing myself.
Mm.
And hopefully I'm making God happy that when I meet him one day, I'm worthy.
Mm.
I'm worthy.
We all hear that. What is it? What do we want to hear? Job
Yeah.
well done. Mm. My good and faithful servant.
Yes.
Okay, Dayna Ashley, you are so beautiful. Thank you so much for coming and just pouring at this well. I love leaving my podcast just overflowing and just ready to conquer the next assignment. Lord, what else you have for me?
Yes.
What else you have for me? Let me bring it to my next recording. Let me bring it to my next mission. Let me bring it into what I do next. And I hope that you all were encouraged as well. Dayna, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Woman Witness podcast on the Woman Witness TV network. And perhaps you were chosen for such a time as this to write, to tell your story, your truth. Until next time, bye, y'all.